All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for yet another One Piece volume reading. After this, we only have two more sessions, and then my whole Cake Island redo is done. Let's begin, shall we? Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here. Welcome back to One Piece, and I'm on the verge of wanting to cough, but it's still not coming out yet. Let me force it out. Okay. We ought to be good now. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be reading through volume 87 of the Whole Cake Island arc, which includes chapters. Let me see. Chapters 870 all the way to 879. So 10 chapters like it was the last time. But last we left out on, the wedding has started. Utter chaos has erupted as Sanji avoids getting killed by Pudding. Luffy bursts out of the wedding cake that Big Mom has been wanting to eat the entire time. The plot to exterminate all of the vent smokes right then and there also fails. The Germa starts fighting back, and everyone retreats within within Capone's Big Father mode, because he turns himself into a giant castle, as the whole plan falls apart. Because they wanted to use KX launchers, poison launchers, to kill Big Mom. But her hockey scream was so strong that it basically destroyed the launchers before it even got to her. And when that failed, they tried to run into the mirror Caesar had. But once again, Big Mom's hockey scream was so strong that it pretty much broke the mirror. So not only are they out of the assassination method, but they're also out of their escape route as well. And now everyone is bearing down on them as Big Mom has started to regain a little bit of her senses after screaming because of Mother Carmel's photo being smashed. So let's go ahead and begin. Volume 87, Bittersweet. Don't know if I said the name of the last volume that I did, but if I didn't, please forgive me. Story thus far. There we go. Story thus far. Yo, One Piece anime returns tomorrow, and I'm super excited. I'm super excited as well. It's been a while since we had episode 1155, and now the next episode is going to be starting us into the Elbaf arc. So I cannot wait to react to that. But good to see you, Fizz. Story thus far. After 2 years of hard training, the Straw Hat Pirates are back together, first at the Sabaody Archipelago, and then through Fishman Island to their next stage, the New World. After defeating Doflamingo, Luffy and crew's next goal is to topple Kaido, an Emperor of the Sea. But a wrench is thrown into the works when Sanji leaves the crew because he's part of a political marriage to Big Mom's daughter. As a mere cog of secret plots from both Big Mom and his own family, Sanji is trapped in a bad situation with no apparent way out. When Luffy comes to get him back, Sanji clashes with his former captain, unable to speak his true feelings. Eventually, he breaks down and admits that he wants to return to the Sunny. But in order to do that, he needs to prevent Big Mom's true goal, the slaughter of his family. Jinbei's suggestion to tackle this tremendous challenge is to join forces with Beji, but the plan fails spectacularly. Beji then turns into a castle to protect them for a time, but on the outside, the crew is surrounded by deadly foes. So, like I said, we're going to be going through chapters 870 all the way to 879. My nose is running, making sure that I am in the clear. And I am. It looks like I am. Yeah, I'm good. I got me some tissue right here. Whew. I'd be scared when I feel a trickle on my nose because I don't want anything to happen. Chapter 870, Parting.
Get out here, Beji! Straw Hat!
Wait, Mama! Look, it's me! Beji is my husband! We have a baby! Please just let us go, I beg of you!
Chiffon! You look just like Lola! I told you not to show that face around here!
And Big Mom proceeds to punch directly into Capone's shoulder. And Chiffon, hearing her mother once again tell her that I don't like your face because it looks like the face of someone who made my plans of having the giant me fall apart, she starts breaking down.
Mama!
Are you in on this assassination plot too? You won't be getting any snacks tomorrow, that's for sure!
And then we get a Monday.
If she tears down the castle and Beji dies, then all of them will appear right here.
Don't let a single worm escape. And this is Daifuku.
The Fire Tank Pirates, the Straw Hat Crew, Jinbei, and Germa 66.
And then Katakuri. They ruined the wedding ceremony and they ruined the tea party. Then Smoothie.
What disrespect. They thought they could walk all over us. We need to wring them out and make an example of them to the world.
And then Big Mom is happily smashing away at Beji's body. And Beji's inner self is getting tossed around and shown to be taking damage because of this.
Gah! Beji!
Darn that old beast. The big fada can take a cannon blast without a scratch, but I can't do nothing to defend against this. All right, I gotta go out there and smash her.
No, Luffy! Chopper, grab him!
And then Chopper immediately grabs Luffy.
Hey, let go! Don't just run off into every fight. We're here to get Sanji back, remember? We got the poneglyph copies we needed. And we even helped Sanji rescue his family like he wanted. We've completed our mission.
I want to make sure that I'm facing you guys. Sorry.
We completed our mission.
And mind you, Judge hears the plan was to rescue him and every other member of the Vinsmokes, despite how they look at Sanji. Even Sanji doesn't say anything now.
Spend your time helping us come up with an escape plan rather than fighting. If we were going to fight her, we would have come with Zoro and the rest of the crew. Remember!
Nami is right, Luffy. We made it this far because we came in a small group. Let's get out safely and meet up with the rest of the crew in Wano. And then Beji continues to get pounded on.
Gah! Beji! See? Look at Beji! What should we do then? He's taking shots for our sake!
Darn it all. My plans are another ruin, and yours are a rousing success? I don't like it. Not one bit. Now wait just a minute, Beji. Surely you're not going to drag us down with you.
I did what I was supposed to do! Give back my heart, right now!
Drag you down? That ain't a bad idea. Like I said from the start, I don't care what happens to you people. But I do care about my men and the wife and son that I love. And I ain't about to let them die. And of course, his whole crew just gets all... Hooray. Hiccups. I hate it when I get hiccups. And I ain't about to let them die.
Oh, honey.
And then Godfather. And then Capone just sits down. There's only one way to ensure that everyone survives. This chamber is inside of my body. And whether I get knocked around or go tumbling, it doesn't affect this space. Same thing for if I revert from the big fodder back to being human. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll return to being human with all of you still inside. Then Caesar will pick me up and fly me to safety.
What? Why am I suddenly risking my life for this? It's a suicide mission! They'll pump us full of lead as soon as we leave! It's a 0% chance of success! Many of them use armament hockey! I can't even turn myself into a gas to defend against that!
And then Judge turns around. Answer me one thing, Sanji. Why did you save us? The very fools who fell right into the enemy's trap. Then Sanji answers. Because my father would be sad if I were still fixated on the childhood hatred from my past.
Please let me out! Father, I'm sorry!
And this is back to when Sanji was a child.
I'm sorry that I was born! Please help! Father!
You would be astonished that I had turned into such a small man, that I would laugh off the death of my own family. And I'll be darned if I lead a life where I can't stand tall. Don't catch a cold. And this is Owner Zeph when Sanji was leaving the Baratier. And I'll be darned if I lead a life where I can't stand tall and look him proudly in the eye. I ran away from Germa 13 years ago, and Vinsmoke Sanji died at sea. That's what you wanted, remember? I ask that you never mention to anyone the fact that I am your father. It is my secret shame. So he walks over to Judge, grabs Judge by the scarf, and yanks him down to his eye level, because Judge is an incredibly tall man. So admit it! You are not my father, Vinsmoke Judge! And everyone is just watching. Don't ever show your face around me again! And then Judge doesn't say anything. And then stands up and turns away from Sanji. I understand. Then you have my word that I will never approach you or the East Blue again. And Reiju is just smiling.
Hey, I did my part. This wasn't in the deal.
And then we have more damage from outside as Big Mom continues to punch on Capone. If you don't do this, you're gonna die anyway. Come on, Caesar! Open the gate. And it's Judge who says this. Gang Beji, until Caesar Clown takes you to safety through the air, Germa will serve to guard you.
What gives you the right to decide what I should do? Your haughtiness never changes, Judge.
I see. That's right. Germa can fly too. So I'm leaving you here? As you will. All right. If you're buying time, I'll help. No, Luffy. I do not need help from a failure. This is their means of making amends.
Wait! I never said I'd help you, fools!
Shut up and do it. And Capone squeezes Caesar's heart.
Ah! I'll get you for this!
And then it cuts to Germa going outside, Caesar outside, as Capone turns back into his normal state again. Right in front of Big Mom.
He's undone his castle!
I knew it! They've got us right in the crosshairs!
And when it looks like everyone fires on them, it looks like everyone's firing on them, and Big Mom has her hands up, just happy at this fact. Caesar opens his eyes, tears full of them, as it shows Germa standing in the way. Hurry.
There you are, you little flies! Heavenly fire!
And goes to try and burn Caesar and Capone. And Reiju gets caught up in this as well, as we see their faces. And she gets covered in fire. Reiju! Forget her, Nietzsche. It's her fault for being weak. Just fulfill the mission.
What a horrid brother. Fine, forget about me. I can handle myself.
And it shows her getting back up after being hit by heavenly fire.
Move it! I'll make sure none of them escape. And I'll start with you, Germa girl!
Come. Diable Jamba. Crossy. Elephant gun! Strike! And Sanji and Luffy come out of Capone in order to defend Reiju and repel Big Mom. Of course, she just blocks it with, like, one hand. But you said we shouldn't fight! Yeah, you shouldn't fight. I'm doing it. No fair!
I jumped out there! What are those idiots thinking?
And that is the end of chapter 870. We got an SBS and then on to 871. SBS Question Corner. Question. I've always been an animal lover, so I was super excited when the minks showed up. As a sign of my gratitude, I have a message from my pet cat.
Meow. Start the SBS.
Why? Born in the year of the Abaresque pattern rabbit. Answer. I can't believe this! Even a cat is starting this segment before me. Question. Hi there, Orachi. Beji's kid sure looks a lot like him, and he's even got what looks like stubble above his lip. Is that baby already shaving? And what does this mean for his body hair? If he's got, then does Chiffon get really grossed out when she changes his diapers? What is wrong with people? Porcas de Ayana. Answer. First of all, Chiffon is not going to have any problem with it. She's his mother. Now, as for Pez's little triangle under his nose, well, the most natural answer is probably a tortilla chip. It certainly looks like a mustache. As for your question, the answer is... He's got facial and... I'm not telling you the answer. Question. Can I lick Smoothie's legs? That's what Kamoro Shimizu asked me to say. Sign, Match, and Takashi. Answer. That sick jerk. And question. Draw more fan service. Ghetto! That's what Chamaro Shimizu asked me to say. And once again, Match and Takashi. Answer. That sick jerk. Chapter 871. You can do it, Caesar. Just get me over the wall.
It's all I'm trying to do! If we clear that, we can escape! Get past that wall!
As it shows Caesar holding Capone flying away as Germa defends them. Perorin? Candy wall!
No, it's all over!
Black bug! And both Ichiji Niji and Yonji come in and smash through the candy wall, allowing Caesar to get further away. Yeah, baby, they broke through the candy wall! Love that, Germa!
Go, Caesar! Go, you scumbag!
Uh-oh. And then Pedals are like, uh-oh.
I refuse to die here, darn it! Once I get over that wall, I'm home free!
And then we have Dufeld, because remember, Dufeld tripped and dropped the tomate box.
The treasure of the deep, the tomate box, just out of reach. I can't believe it got stuck right there. Should I just jump down?
What are you going to do with that tomate box, Dufeld?
Oh, Stussy, you saw that?
And Dufeld starts to fall off. Yeah, starts to fall off, and he falls down to the lower level where the tomate box is.
Ah! Ah! Ugh. Ow. Oh, hey, perfect. Now I can open it up. Let's see what this thing is worth.
And as Dufeld starts to try and open the tomate box, he immediately gets shot in the back. Because Stussy lifts her hand, and it shows smoke coming off of her finger.
Flying finger pistol. The world government will be claiming that tomate box, you fool. But don't worry, you'll still get to take the fall for it.
Queen of the Pleasure District, aka CP Aegis Zero Intelligence Agent Stussy. These pages are close together. Then we get Stussy while Morgans is listening in.
Can you make sure the world hears about it that way, Morgans?
Ugh, she knew I was here. Well, all right, but at least let me get the scoops on the contents.
As long as you keep your feathers off of it. You really do know how to play the game, as any good spin doctor would.
That's defamation. I'm a newsman.
And Dufeld is still very much alive. And Dufeld isn't alive. He's just, his body slumps further onto the Tamate box and it starts to push it off the cliff.
Huh?
And then the Tamate box falls off the cliff.
No!
Then back to Big Mom.
I remember what you did, Straw Hat. What you dared to say to me at Fishman Island. I'll come and kick your butt, eh? And then what you said to me here. At the end of the day, we're gonna win, huh? And now you're gonna run, you little coward?
Don't take the bait, Luffy. Coward. Just one punch! And then Luffy gets out of Sanji's grip to try and rush Big Mom. No, Luffy! I wasn't wrong about any of it, Big Mom. The one who ends up as king of the pirates won't be you! As he shifts from his normal state into his Gear 4 state. And then as he's hockeyed up, Big Mom hockeys up her hands as well, and Luffy goes in for a punch. It's me! And she just easily blocks his punch, just hockeying up her elbow. And then the whole area just erupts in a shockwave from this clash. Whoa! Once I take care of Kaido, I'm coming back for you, Big Mom!
Hmm?
Hurry, Luffy! The power's draining. Because Sanji already grabbed him.
Kaido? Mama! Oh, that's not gonna happen. You'll never beat that thing. And more importantly, what makes you think you'll escape my territory alive? Stop dreaming!
As Big Mom takes off after them. And y'all saw it in the anime. Big Mom, she is very fast for her age. And while Reiju, Sanji, and Luffy are leaving, Judge slips past them and clashes against Big Mom.
But our dreams has already ended. In the wake of a dream of just 66 days, our ancestors were left as wandering ghosts, unable to set foot on our homeland. And now I have disgraced their memory. To think that I entrusted you with the soul of 3 centuries of longing, I despise myself.
Now, mind you, when he went in to hit Big Mom, he went straight for the face. And she purposefully grabbed his blade in her mouth and broke it just like Saitama did with Sonic's sword.
Judge, I do mean it when I say rest in peace. I will use the power of your science to bring peace to the world.
And Big Mom grabs Judge with one hand, puts her hand up inside of Zeus with the other,
Thunderbolt!
and just brings down an entire thunderbolt directly on Judge.
Father!
And in that instance, Judge is hit so hard, his mask is destroyed. Dad!
Wait! You're my guards! Are you abandoning
And as soon as Caesar says this, he bumps directly into Katakuri.
Ah!
Too bad. You were so close. Sparking figure!
And Ichiji comes in to hit Katakuri and causes Katakuri's body to separate to avoid the blow.
Now, go!
Ah! He did it! We've got this! You can do it, Caesar! You garbage monster!
And then, all of a sudden, Caesar bumps into himself?
Huh? Hey! Move it! Who do you think you are? Are you me? No, you can't be! It's me, Caesar Cloud, and I've got quite a score to settle with you people. Brûlé!
That's not good. Caesar?
As it shows that Caesar is pretty much surrounded by some prominent members of the Charlotte family, because Katakuri has Ichiji by the throat. What you reading? One Piece. We, as it says in the title, I'm reading through volume 87 because you may be new here. I originally, when I started doing manga reactions, I read through the Whole Cake Island first, and that's where I started. And that was like, I want to say almost 10 years ago. I'm redoing it so it's updated in comparison to how I did it originally. So I only got 2 more sessions after this. So we are currently on chapter 871 right now, going through this. But like I said, 2 more sessions, 2 more Saturdays, and then I will have redone Whole Cake Island, and then I'll do a whole playlist where I read, because I've read every chapter of One Piece. Then I'm just going to make a playlist that is just chapter 1, volume 1, all the way to every single reaction of One Piece I have ever done. So it's just one big playlist of all of One Piece. So it's going quite well. Sit back and enjoy, and I hope you enjoy the voices as well. But Katakuri has Ichiji by the throat. Reiju, Sanji, and Luffy are being held down by Smoothie, Galette, and Daifuku's genie. Judge is already out of commission. Niji and Yonji are being held up by Big Mom. And all Caesar can say is,
They're all down.
This is it.
and then we get Pedro and Jinbei.
Let's go out there and fight.
Yes, I'll join in. If we don't do something, everyone will die.
Let's begin the execution.
And then we have Morgans and Stussy as the Tamate box continues to fall to the ground. And then it cracks open. And the explosives that the ministers from Fishman Island put inside of the Tamate box, in place of the energy steroids during the Fishman Island arc, it goes off, it explodes, and there's a titanic explosion that takes off a portion of the chateau.
Huh?
And the whole tower starts to teeter. And that's the end of chapter 871. Chapter 872, Thick and Fluffy. When Luffy's crew was at Fishman Island,
Your Majesty, regarding all of the treasure you gave to Luffy and his friends, do you suppose you could ask for just the Tamate box back?
Never. I gave it to them as a gift. I couldn't possibly ask for it back. It will explode when opened?
and then Luffy's just looking, Luffy's just looking at King Neptune, because this is a flashback to when Neptune was talking about,
You gave all of the treasure to Big Mom? Do you suppose it might fizzle out instead?
It's good to think positive, Your Majesty.
present day Whole Cake Island. And you can see the explosion from outside of the island itself. Inside Whole Cake Chateau,
There's a massive fault line running from the second floor ceiling to the eastern bound to the Red Bean Bound meeting room.
this is not just a fault, it's a complete split. Beanborn third floor, checking in. What's going on? The room's starting to tilt.
It's not an earthquake. I heard an enormous explosion.
Are we under attack? And Baron Tamago's just watching all of this.
The tilt isn't correcting itself. What if we are collapsing? Whole Cake Chateau is coming down with the lake kaboom!
Capital City. Capital, Sweet City.
Oh, no!
Is it an enemy attack?
No way. They can't invade this far. Ah! What in the world just exploded?
And all the citizens who are inside the Sweet City start running away from the chateau. Please make it stop! We're all going to die! And it continues to teeter.
Does it have something to do with the rooftop wedding?
Is this what I think it is?
It must be. What else would explode like that? But why the Tamate box?
And then Ichiji has been let go. and then Reiju.
What just happened?
In any case, that bought us some time. They were just about to kill all of us.
What's going on? What's happening here?
Something just saved us.
I think it's a bit too early.
It's an emergency, Mama! A sudden explosion is causing Whole Cake Chateau to collapse! The entire chateau is literally falling over.
We can't feel anything from inside Beggie's body like this. But something's clearly wrong out there. What's going on?
And everyone's looking outside.
There's a massive panic outside. Could it be that Whole Cake Chateau itself is trembling?
What kind of joke is this? Am I dreaming right now?
And then I think Beggie's going,
Look, Caesar, it's perfect.
Who in the why did what now? Brothers! Sisters!
as Brule can only watch as everyone is teetering and falling, and she can see Big Mom literally rolling off of the chateau. Brother, you should be a voice actor. It's not the first time I had it. Not the first time I've heard that. I've been hearing that ever since I started doing voices on this channel. And that was, well, 10 years ago. I've been doing voices for characters that I voice in the manga that I read on this channel for 10 years now. So, well, yeah, for roughly 10 years now. For a full decade I've been doing it. I love it.
Brothers! Sisters! Mama!
And then Big Mom falls off the roof.
Ah!
We don't even need to assassinate him now. The Big Mom pirates are ruined.
As we get an outside view of the chateau starting to fall further.
There's no escape! The castle's bigger than the town! We can't get away! No one's fast enough to run away in time!
And we get Galette, who's starting to fall as well.
Brother!
Calm down.
And this is Katakuri.
This is big news! The biggest news!
Aren't you worried for your own life?
Oh, right. I can't fly.
But you're right. If this is the end of the Big Mom Pirates, it is big news.
Go, Caesar! As far as you can fly!
And then Caesar gets into the air, and Ichiji just looks and goes,
They're gone.
The only thing is pain and strife. There's no thick and fluffy life.
and Struzen picks up his sword, and as it shows the chateau falling towards the townspeople who are trying to run, Prometheus style. You know, instead of running to the side, everyone is running in the direction of the thing that's falling behind them. So, you know, smart citizens. Very smart citizens.
Good metamorphosis!
And Struzen stabs into the ground, and it starts to affect the whole of the chateau. And with a single swing of his sword, he slices apart the chateau itself.
It's all over! All the humanity!
And the chateau turns into basically a giant cake. Soft, thick, and fluffy, as the title said. And it falls down towards the townspeople.
Huh?
And all pieces of it starts to fall down, and like all the cream and sponge cake, it falls all over the townspeople. You know, non-threateningly.
What the? It's cream! And sponge cake!
And then we just get like a muffled boom as the chateau falls and covers basically everyone in its contents. But everyone is safe and fine. And we get Amande, we get Oven, we get Mon Dieu.
Whole Cake Chateau is an actual cake now.
We're alive. I guess that was the head chief. Could have sworn we were goners.
And that's Oven.
My castle. It's cake now. Ptah! Those sweet Struzen makes with his powers.
Are you okay, Mama?
And this is Zeus.
Are you okay, Mama?
Ptah! Those sweet Struzen makes with his powers might fill your tummy, but they don't taste good.
And then we get the citizens.
Ministers, what is happening out there? We thought the city would be crushed.
Shut up!
And it's Mondur who stands up.
Huh?
It's not over yet. They got away. They must still be nearby. Contact every Tart base in Tartland. Don't let a single one of the Straw Hat crew or Fire Tank pirates escape.
Northwest Whole Cake Island. And we get Caesar and company as they're outside of the reach of everybody.
This spot should work. Now get out!
And everyone gets out of Beji.
This is where we part ways.
Thank you, Beji. We thought all was lost.
And this is Nami speaking to Beji.
I don't want your thanks. It makes me sick. Feels like I did something nice.
And I was the one who carried you out.
Oh, shut up, you pig. I haven't forgotten what you did to those children on Punk Hazard. And we're done with you, so you can finally go off and die now.
What?
There's your heart.
Yay!
Now you're free.
Should have crushed it.
My heart, my beautiful heart is back.
And then all of them just walk away from Caesar as he goes,
I have no idea what happened back there, though.
We'll never cross paths again. So long, suckers and suckettes.
and then we get Vito.
Godfather, as far as I can tell, it little looks like everyone's all right. The castle turned into an actual cake or something.
Later, losers.
That be Struzen's power. He's always been a mystery to me. He should be pretty tough in a fight. So they're not wiped out. But the chateau is toast. I feel a bit better about that.
So all that's left is to get away.
Bye-bye. Hello?
Because Caesar's trying to get everyone's attention, like trying to have them say goodbye to him while he's supposed to be leaving. But no one's paying him any mind. So all that's left is to get away? Sorry, that wasn't a question. This is Luffy. So all that's left is to get away?
That's always been the plan. We just hit the roughest patch right at the start. You ought to be quick about it. They'll be coming after us any minute. Even by ship, it'll take a full day to leave the territory.
Good point. These pages are kind of close.
Best of luck!
And Capone created a sign showing where the Straw Hats are going. Like he said, they're not friends.
Best of luck! Castle Tank!
Is this sign really necessary?
Shut up, every man for himself!
At least let us say bye, Godfather. I got to be good friends with Nami.
We ain't here to get along. It's escaping time!
And then Brooke.
So we'll be taking the Shark Submerge right back to the Sunny.
Good. Take care. We're gonna hurry back to the original coastline. Then we cut to Katakuri.
Assemble 2 major squads, Daifuku. We'll split into 2 and make pursuit. One group goes after Straw Hat. The other one will bring back Beji's head. Yeah!
Don't worry, Mama. We'll make sure none of them.
And we hear Big Mom's stomach start growling.
My cake. The finest ingredients. A superb wedding cake. Oh, how I wanted it.
And then Smoothie starts freaking out.
Huh?
My wedding cake.
Mama?
Is there another page? Yep, that's the end of chapter 872. We got an SBS, and then we have 873. Question. Hi, Orachi. After that scene in chapter 858 when Luffy and Brook fixed their teeth by drinking milk, I was wondering, do all of the Straw Hats repair their teeth with milk? Sign, Makizo. Answer. They sure do. Please visit the dentist, boys and girls. Luffy and his friends are weird. Question. What is the name of red-haired Shanks' sword? Sign, Gushi. Answer. Apparently it's called Griffin. We've known Shanks ever since the very first chapter, but how does he actually fight? One could wonder. Question. Hello, Mr. Oda. Vinsmoke, Judge, and Sanji both have blonde hair. So does that mean the other 4 Vinsmoke children dyed their hair when they were young, or is it a bloodline elements thing? Sign Kunlun Pretzel. Answer. The question came from overseas. It's strange that the siblings all have different colored hair, isn't it? But it seems you already figured out the answer. This was due to the bloodline element manipulation. Because it didn't work on Sanji, he was the one who ended up with the same hair as his parents. So had Judge not messed with the bloodline elements too much while he was augmenting both Reiju, Ichiji, Niji, and Yonji, all of their hair would be blonde as well. Can you imagine all of them just having blonde hair instead of the red, blue, green, and pink that we've seen before? Question. I still love Pudding, even after I've found out about her true nature. Signed, cuteness is everything. Answer. So you've chosen the path of thorns. Witness the tragic fate of man. Chapter 873, Recipe for Disaster. Are you okay?
Someone help me!
I thought I was a goner. We're gonna get clutched under the cake. I hear voices from over there too. Pull them out!
What? Wait, s'il vous plaît. Can it be? All of this was happening at the late party? Verme! The Straw Hat Pirates was there?
Yeah, it was a disaster. The wedding and the cake are ruined. Our plan to wipe out the Vinsmokes failed, and on top of that, Veggie betrayed us and actually planned to assassinate Mama.
Curse you, Veggie! To think I actually put the trust in you.
And then, eldest daughter of Charlotte, Campote.
But it's still an absolute mystery as to what that explosion was about.
And then Oven.
If they did that, it was suicidal. They were on the rooftop with us, so that's unlikely.
But at least we have solved one mystery. During Lady Party, all of our means of contact with Lafitte were blocked.
But that was due to Veggie sabotage. Was there something you needed to report?
Ah, oui. Over on the eastern coast where they have been staying, the pirates of Le Sun.
That's right! They ran out on us! Get out!
And it's Peckham's.
Peckham's? The Fishman pirates all packed their bags and hit the road! What were they thinking?
Huh? What did you say?
Jinbei quit and joined forces with the Straw Hats? That would probably be why. He knew that Mama's rage would spread, so he took back his request to leave temporarily, in order to give his comrades time to escape.
That sounds like Jinbei. Very thorough strategy.
Katakuri, we've already sent troops after Straw Hat and Veggie. We've got another group laying siege to Jarma.
Good. Come with me, Brule.
Of course, brother! Are you going to snuff out those Straw Hats? Because they deserve it! Oh, all the ways they abuse me! Ah!
That's the plan. And I will bring down Straw Hat Luffy myself. I can sense that he ought to be snuffed out now, before he becomes a true threat to Mama.
Everyone, get away from the town!
Smoothie?
As far as you can!
What now?
What's the matter, Sister Smoothie?
Run, mon Dieu!
As Smoothie is booking it, she's running telling everyone, you need to go! Because right behind her is Big Mom.
Oh no, not now!
And Big Mom is currently on one of her hunger pangs again.
Wedding cake!
Oh no, it's one of Her Majesty's hunger pangs!
She's never had her fits on such a short interval like this.
She's remembered that the wedding cake was destroyed, and she didn't get to eat any! And look at her, look, in her hand, that's Brother Opera! Did she drain his lifespan from him? He was foolish enough to stand up to her!
He was foolish enough to stand up to her. Everyone, stay away! You know the drill. The only way to stop her hunger pangs is to give her the exact food that she craves. Where is the head chef? He's the only man who can recreate that cake.
Chef Struzen, well... He saved everyone's life, but his own landing was rather catastrophic. I'm afraid he won't recover for days.
What? So how are we going to stop Mama?
We don't want her to rampage here in the capital.
Daifuku and Pero.
Mama, we do have a wedding cake for you.
Brother Peros, what are you saying?
There was a backup cake, Mama, made with the finest ingredients, delicious enough to melt in your mouth. It will be the perfect wedding cake.
And Big Mom stops.
Oh, how we wish for you to try it, Mama. But alas, the wicked Straw Hat crew has made off with your treat, Perorin. They are heading to the southwest beach in an attempt to escape as we speak.
And Big Mom stops.
My wedding cake.
That's right. They have it. She can still listen to reason. If she goes after them, that's 2 birds with 1 stone.
And both Katakuri and Smoothie are just looking.
Will this work? Can he lure her away?
And mind you, Big Mom is actually eating some of the buildings because pretty much all the buildings on Whole Cake Island are made out of food. But she stops and then glares at Pero in the most intimidating and horrifying of ways and goes,
If you lie to me, you'll pay with your life.
and Pedos is terrified.
Zeus!
Yes, Mama?
Yo, CDs! We are currently on chapter 873 of volume 87, and we have all the way up into 879.
Zeus!
Yes, Mama?
And Big Mom hops on top of Zeus and flies off on him,
Wedding cake!
and Pedo can only look horrified.
Well, this is bad.
It might seem like you lured her away, but after she destroys the Straw Hat, she's not going to find any cake. And when she comes back here, we're all done for. But that did buy us some time. We must bake a cake now, or the island is finished.
It's impossible. Think about it, Smoothie. How many days did it take to make that cake? And that was with head chef Struzen. All those legendary ingredients we plundered from other countries are gone, and the one man who can make it is unconscious. There will be no cake. And to make matters worse, Mama didn't even get to taste a bit of that cake first, Perorin.
Then, what will her order be? A cake that...
A cake that Mama's imagination has run wild with. One that she's never tasted before. Who is going to bake that for her?
Then Katakuri.
This is bad. At the very least, she'll destroy the island. And anything beyond that is an unknown variable at that point.
And all of the citizens listening to how bad things are about to get can only shudder.
Want me to come to the rescue?
And we see that it's pudding! Pudding!
This wedding cake was supposed to be a chocolate chiffon cake. And when it comes to chocolate, I'm every bit as good as the head chef.
Oh, Lady Pudding!
And Sister Chiffon is an expert at chiffon cakes. The 2 of us together can make that cake.
Is that true, Pudding? But Chiffon is Bidgie's wife now. She's on the enemy side.
I have ways of making her listen.
Whoa, it's evil pudding!
Wait, what just happened to Lady Pudding? She's all mean.
As a matter of fact, the ingredients for the cake were stored at Chocolate Town on Cacao Island in our territory. We have a backup store of materials. Brother Peros, if Mama wipes out the Straw Hats, guide her to Chocolate Town and I'll calm her down.
Is this true? You've saved us, Pudding.
Sanji humiliated me.
Thinking about when Sanji said that her third eye was beautiful, that was a humiliation.
What a beautiful eye.
And if she's going to get rid of them for me, then I suppose Mama deserves a reward.
And then we get Nami.
Hurry, everyone! They're going to be chasing after us soon!
Easy for you to say. You're just riding on Jinbei's shoulders.
Nami can get away with it. She looks cute that way. And then Carrot's laughing, and Nami goes,
Yes, I'm cute and fragile.
Now the quickest route should be straight ahead and through the seducing woods.
Ugh, that forest again. I hope this works out.
That forced again? I hope this works out.
Oh, what's that?
And we hear someone going,
Ah! Are you okay, Kingy? My stitches are acornizing. Oh, Lady Tree.
I'm sure they'll seal up in time.
as we see King Baum moving again.
Ah! King Baum! You're alive!
Ah!
And then it cuts from King Baum almost looking surprised to see Nami and company to being mad at them.
One day you want to be a thorn in my side. Ah!
Huh?
Huh?
I thought they took Lola's fever card from you, Nami. Only one of them. I cut it in two.
This is much faster.
Because all of the Straw Hats and everyone following them have jumped on King Baum, who's basically stitched himself back together, literally because Lady Amande slowly cut him in half. He stitched himself back together. Just like, and it still hurts. Like, his whole body is still split down the middle, so it just hurts to move. And now the Straw Hats are basically using him as their own little personal platform.
This is much faster.
He's the boss of the entire seducing woods, so he can take us straight through it.
Oh, Kingy!
With Lady Tree, I guess his girlfriend or wife, is chasing behind him. Straw Hat spotted dead ahead. Look, the enemy is behind.
Look! The enemy is behind us!
Now pursuing. And it shows all of the soldiers, including members of the Charlotte family, chasing after them. Our targets are in sight. Take them out!
Yeah!
Hurry, King Baum, if they catch us, I'll rip your stitches out.
You're sadistic. And that's Pedro just looking at Nami like, you're sadistic. Huh?
Something passed overhead.
Wedding cake!
And Big Mom is right behind them, just like literally zoomed. Like she flew so fast. She's got Napoleon at the ready, preparing to cut them all down. What? Big Mom!
Give me my cake!
And that is the end of chapter 873. Onwards to chapter 874. Be my servant.
It's Big Mom! She's already here!
And then we have other members of Charlotte going, Mama's on the front line, but look at her. Something's wrong with her.
No way! My wedding cake! Taste the spear of Elbaf!
Huh? Something's coming!
Watch out, King Baum!
And then Big Mom swings her arms around.
Ikoko sovereignty!
And she swings her sword with such force that she lets off a shockwave that takes off half of King Baum's entire head and body. Just one swing, and it rips a hole straight through him. This was Hollow Purple before Hollow Purple. And it keeps traveling. It keeps traveling with the shockwave tearing up the ground and then exploding out into the distance out at sea. And everyone's shocked. And Luffy's looking like, wait a second. That looked like the attack the Giants used. But why?
King Baum! Please, Mama, forgive Tree. I've been threatened.
Watch out! Here comes another one! Let's get down and fight!
Wait, King Baum, who was that girl earlier? Your girlfriend?
Lady Tree. She's my fiancée.
In that case, you've got a reason to live.
You're right. I can't give up and let my bow break now.
Run, King Baum!
Ah!
And starts taking off before Big Mom can get too much closer to him. She's like a slave driver. It's no use! We can't avoid the next one! I'll stop her!
Luffy, no, I have a plan.
Wedding?
Well, what is it? As Nami prepares to attack.
black balls!
and shoots them towards Zeus.
Lightning loves other lightning.
Ikaka!
And when it looks like they're about to be hit, Big Mom has the literal rug pulled out from under her. Zeus immediately goes over to eat the black balls and then causes Big Mom to fall to the ground, causing her attack to be aimed at the ground and miss the Straw Hats completely.
Yummy!
And then Big Mom flops on the ground while both Napoleon and Prometheus just look on.
Oh,
Mama!
oh, Mama! What are you doing, Zeus?
These are good.
Oh no, he's trying to fixed. Look what happened.
Look what happened. They're getting away. They're running into the seducing ones.
Once we're in the woods, we're practically home free. Because our King Baum runs these woods.
It's Master King Baum. Clear the way.
And all the trees part for King Baum.
Aha! Check it out. There's the Sunny.
It's a straight shot to the coast.
That was an amazing plan, Nami.
Yep, that's our Nami.
If Big Mom doesn't get back on Zeus, we can shake them.
So that thing's name is Zeus.
Yes, the cloud is created from Mama's soul.
Hey, I'm Zeus.
Lord Zeus.
Zeus? Be careful.
He's powerful.
Hey, you know those little lightning clouds? Can I have some more of those?
Huh? The black balls? Were they tasty?
I've never tasted such rich clouds before. What an electric mouthfeel! Got any more? A little something for me?
And then Luffy just pokes Zeus in the face. Forget about that, Cloud. Give us a ride.
No can do. Only Mama can ride me because she gave me her soul.
Oh, so you're just a boring Cloud?
Okay, Zeus. Will you be my servant?
Huh? I will.
She wasn't asking you.
Because Sanji was the first one to pop up.
You can have black balls to eat every single day.
Well, really? Oh man, that's so tempting.
No loyalty to the boss, eh?
I noticed earlier that you're able to completely cover the sky. That was so cool.
Oh, you think so? No one's ever said that about me.
And then Big Mom steps into frame.
Seducing ones. Stop them right now.
And then everyone who once parted ways to allow King Baum to run through, they go,
Uh-oh, Mama's mad.
they all get malevolent and they immediately block their way.
Aw, they're back to being annoying again.
Why can't we just smash them and keep moving forward?
It won't work. In these woods, you lose sight of all direction as you fight.
That's right. These woods toy with a person's mind.
And we cannot disobey an order from the Queen. On the other branch. Out of the way! This isn't the day King Baum turns to lumber!
Ah! Why, Master King Baum? Why?
So, King Baum, you've decided to betray Mama.
And Prometheus has grown to an enormous size to the point where he dwarfs the size of King Baum.
Lord Prometheus!
This is bad! Bail out! And then it just shows Prometheus just slowly dropping down directly onto King Baum, pretty much singeing and engulfing him in nothing but fire. Tree! And in the midst of this fire is Big Mom with a crazed look on her face of,
Waiting cake!
Sweet City.
what about Benji? We'll catch up to him soon.
I see flames in the seducing woods.
Mama must be in battle now.
In the mirror world.
Mirror World coming in. Listen, Monsieur. You've got 10,000 soldiers at your beck and call, ready to appear anywhere at any time. Hui, 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 hui.
Good. I'll get in touch later. Candy, biscuit, nuts! Battleships from those islands. Keep an eye on the southwest coast. And don't let the Straw Hats set sail.
Yes, sir.
You will be the first line of security. After that, I want the tart ships from Flavor and Liquor Islands to be on standby, ready to move. Wait until you hear the warning signal from the Territory Sea Slugs. Aye, aye.
Thousand Sunnies, southwest coast.
The woods sure are noisy. Makes sense. Mama's chasing them herself. The woods sure are noisy. Makes sense. Mama's chasing them herself. Their chances of making it here are 0.
Indeed.
Then that begs the question, why are we waiting for them here?
Just in case. Because using Brulee's ability to go through mirrors, Katakuri and a contingent of soldiers, along with a random crocodile that can walk around, have made their way directly onto the Sunny itself. Katakuri's just waiting on them.
Fire!
And it cuts to the fire tank pirates as they're running away from they're running away from the rest of the Charlotte family.
Great, they brought out the tart tanks. But we're almost to the coast. They won't catch up.
Brother Benji!
Whoa, you scared me. Pudding. You think I spared any mercy for little girls?
I need to talk to Sister Chiffon. Bring her out, right now!
Inside Beji.
Pudding, why are you here? Mama's having her hunger pangs again, and you need a chiffon cake from me? But I'm sorry, Pudding. Just like Lola, I'm leaving this place. Whatever happens to Mama in this country isn't my concern.
There, you got that? Now get lost, Pudding.
It's not that. The real reason I'm doing this isn't for Mama or for the sake of the country. We have to stop Mama before she kills him and all of his friends.
And it shows Sanji in the background. And that's the end of chapter 874. We got another SPS, and then it's on to 875. Yeah, everything's right on the OBS. Yeah. Question. Orachi. After reading volume 86, I became a fan of Katakuri. But in chapter 873, Daifuku, third son, refers to Katakuri's second son as just Katakuri, without the brother honorific. Why did he do that? Are they just twins who don't look like each other? Why is Katakuri the only one who isn't a minister? Tell me his age and height, too. Signed, Charlotte Yuri. Answer. Wow, that's a storm of Katakuri questions. Very perceptive of you to suspect that Daifuku is his twin. As a matter of fact, they're 48-year-old triplets. So, we have Katakuri. Charlotte Katakuri. 16 feet and 8 inches. I'm going to let that one just sit there for a moment. 16 feet tall. 16 feet tall. 16 feet and 8 inches. Wheat Island Flower Town, Minister of Flour, second son. Daifuku, 16 feet. Munchie Island, Beanie Bean Town, Minister of Beans, third son. And Ovens, 16'2". Bakery Island, Puff Town, Minister of Baking, fourth son. There are 34 ministers for 34 islands. All of them are Big Mom's children, naturally, and I have them all written down, but I'm currently debating whether I should put all that info out there or not. There's just a ton of background info, and most of it is totally pointless. Question. So Baron Tamago's egg fruit evolves him into Count Niwatori. How does he go back into egg form? Sign, Match, and Takashi. Answer. Like this, but which came first, the egg form or the chicken form? Nobody knows the answer. So for Baron Tamago, when he's beaten, Chick is born, and he becomes Viscount Hyoko. When Hyoko is beaten, Chicken is born. Let me read that again. When we have Baron Tamago in an egg state, if he's beaten, he becomes Chick, and then becomes Viscount Hyoko. When Chick is beaten, he becomes Chicken, and then that becomes Count Niwatori. And then when Count Niwatori is beaten, Egg is born, and we're back to basic Baron Tamago again. And that's the end of the SBS. Chapter 875, A Woman's Honor. Juice River, Sweet City. Oh, what a bother. The river was jammed with cream.
Aw, what a bother. The river was jammed with cream.
Takes the shine off of getting to the sub safely.
I like it. Nice and sweet.
Well, I don't. Everything's sticky now. Except for the rudder, which keeps slipping. Oh no, out of control vehicle. Watch out, Mr. Sea Beast.
Huh? Hey, Brooke! Did you see that mermaid?
What? A mermaid?
Merman!
Oh, never mind then.
Look! He's right there!
I've lost interest already. Besides, we're going to reach the sunny soon.
I wonder what he's doing. Is he fishing?
Southwest Coast, Seducing Woods. And we're back after Prometheus basically burned King Baum to the ground. Hunger pangs? What do you mean?
She has uncontrollable fits that will not abate until she consumes what she desires.
Wedding cake!
She's hardly conscious during them.
And it shows King Baum still burnt to a crisp.
It seems her order this time is wedding cake. It must be because she was robbed of her chance to eat some at the wedding. You just had to go and ruin the cake, Luffy.
Hey, the plan was a success, right?
Chua!
As it shows the trees trying to stop them. Nose itches, pardon me. But it's gonna be hard to find another cake as good as that one.
You were eating during the mission?
So was I! It was yummy.
And that's Carrot.
Just hurry, it shouldn't be that much farther to the ship.
And everyone is just defending themselves away from these crazy homies. But this forest is tricky. You can't even tell if you're running straight. Oh, hold on.
Food is on the way. Let us read today.
But this forest is tricky. You can't even tell if you're running straight.
Do you suppose we're on the right path?
Oh, I recognize that river. But I'm pretty sure that bridge was busted.
If the forest itself is our enemy, then we can't trust anything we see.
They're trying to deceive us, remember? So that should tell you this can't be the spot we're remembering. And Lola's fever card isn't going to work anymore. Not with Mama herself hot on our heels.
Oh, wait.
Not when Mama herself hot on our heels. Don't forget to keep laying bait, Nami.
I know.
As Zeus continues to follow Nami.
Oh, yum.
If Zeus gets back to Mama's side, then there's truly no escape.
Come back to me, Zeus!
And and Big Mom screams out for Zeus, and Prometheus is also mad as he's right there, still emblazoned as a giant sun. Blazing as a giant sun.
How can you turn your back on Mama's orders, Zeus?
Looky here, Zeus. It's a delectable weather egg, packed full of juicy storm clouds.
Oh!
Hey, son, you're not gonna get it. You're gonna get it for burning that tree guy. Gum. Oh, Gatling! And Luffy punches Prometheus multiple times in the face. And while it looks like he did something, Prometheus just pops right back into place. Ha! What the heck? If color of armament hockey won't work, then he's worse news than a Logia type!
Come back to us, Zeus!
I will, but before I go, I need one last fix of tasty storm clouds.
And then Jinbei is in the water going,
Hurry across the bridge, everyone!
Jinbei!
Spear wave!
And then using the water, shoots water directly at Prometheus, which appears to actually harm him. I hate that feeling when there's something on my nose, but it stops moving. I hate that. But it looks like it harms Prometheus. That worked!
Of course it did. He's made of compressed flame. Think of him like a great big talking house fire.
I'll get you!
We'll go first, Mama. And it shows Charlotte kids making their way towards, like, Pedro and everyone else, and they start clashing with the Straw Hat crew immediately. And Nami starts, Carrot starts clashing with one, and then one with the pumpkin head goes,
Are you Pedro?
and then Pedro slashes at one of them.
Stop, Pedro! Luffy, you stop Carrot!
And then Luffy grabs Carrot immediately.
Don't break apart or we'll never meet up again! Ah! Focus on defense and above all else, keep running!
And all of them go, good point! And then Nami is looking in one direction, and Zeus just chomps down on her climb attack immediately. Gotta try this gourmet food.
Hey, Zeus!
And Zeus immediately goes from a white cloud into a dark storm cloud and is absolutely massive.
Oh, that's good!
What is Zeus doing? Don't stop, Nami. They're nearly up. They're nearly upon us.
And Nami can only look up as Zeus is just absolutely massive now.
You people don't know when to give up!
My weather egg is contained inside of Zeus now. Sanji, everyone, run as far away from them as you can!
Got it.
Oh, yum! Yum!
Zeus, breathe!
And then Nami takes her climb attack and directs it towards the ground and causes Zeus to speed towards Big Mom.
Ah!
Master Zeus? Tempo! And with all that charged up lightning inside of Zeus, Nami brings down basically the Hammer of Dawn directly on top of Big Mom in a gigantic explosion. And the whole area just lights up as everyone gets fried and blasted, including Big Mom. My goodness. It would seem that Mama used Zeus to finish them off. She'll be coming here next. And this is Petal's Petal, because remember, they're all on the Sunny. And Katakuri's just looking. And Brook, too.
I certainly hope.
They're all right!
I believe your friends are dead. So the question for you is, what now? Even if you succeed at somehow taking back this ship, there will be no one else to ride it with you. If you're going to use that submarine to escape, I might be willing to let the two of you go.
And then both Chopper and Brook are just looking at all the soldiers, and they just give each other the eye like, really?
No, thank you.
Out of here! That's our Sunny!
And both Brook and Chopper prepare to fight. And then we get Chiffon and Pudding riding on Rabian as we go to the point of impact where Zeus basically just nuked an entire area.
Zeus is blasting away! I hope they're all right. I'm sorry for pushing you into this, sister. It's fine. We haven't made a cake together in ages. Besides...
And then we get a flashback.
Remember what I told you, Benji? They saved Lola's life!
But, Chiffon, it's dangerous. I'm worried for you.
It's easy to say thank you for saving Lola. But the real test of character comes when that savior is in trouble.
I know, but...
That's what it means to uphold my honor. Isn't that right, darling? If anything should happen to me, you'll have to raise Pez on your own.
Chiffon!
Ma'am!
And Chiffon takes off with Pudding.
Up ahead, sister! Were you listening? It's Sanji. Yes, it's that darn Sanji. Wait, which one are you?
Because Pudding keeps flip-flopping between cutesy Pudding that likes Sanji and mean Pudding that hates Sanji and speaks down to Sanji. But that's the end of chapter 865. We got another SBS. Odachi! Hey, so I got a request for you. Swap the genders of Kizaru, Fujitora, Akainu, and Aokiji. Can you do that for me? And it shows all of the admiral. Signed, Ochan. Answer, sure. Regret your foolishness. And it shows all of the admirals as women. Aokiji, Ms. Aokiji has ice nails. Akainu has, my motto is absolute anti-aging. Kizaru is in pigtails going, will you like and follow at the speed of light? And Ms. Fujitora has, are my lash extensions on fleek? I never want to say that again. I never want to say that word again, ever. I never want to say that again. Sorry. Eyelash in my eye. My apologies, everybody. Question. Hello, Mr. Oda. On the cover illustration of chapter 874, Ace and Sabo look angry. What happened between them? I noticed that Shanks is laughing. Signed, Chisaki Sakuragi. Answer. Let's listen in for a bit then. Ace. Hey, Mr. Red Hair. Allow me to apologize for my little brother and thank you for everything you've done for him. Sabo. My name is Sabo. A pleasure. I'm also Luffy's brother. I must insist on showing my appreciation. Thank you so much. I hope we can count on your continued generosity. Shanks. Knock it off, you guys. I get it. Come here and share a drink with me. Answer. From what I recall, Ace got a few lessons on good manners from Makino ages ago, so that he could thank Shanks properly when the time came. Chapter 876, Pudding coincidentally appears. And then it's silent after the explosion. Man, that was powerful!
The climate baton can't usually make lightning like that.
With that much power, could it have wiped them all out?
And there's just a giant gaping hole. There's just a giant gaping hole where Big Mom and her people used to be, with many of the soldiers just laying around the epicenter. Where's Big Mom?
That must have been a direct hit. I can't believe she's at the bottom of that enormous hole.
And then we start to hear rumbling and footsteps.
Mama's footsteps? I figured it wouldn't be enough.
Wedding cake!
And we can hear Big Mom's voice coming out of the hole. Oh no, that's Big Mom's voice! She's gonna climb out! Huh? Is the hole so deep she can't climb out?
No, she's still moving. When Big Mom is having hunger pangs, she will never be stopped.
And it shows Big Mom walking directly into the dirt itself. Literally, like Max from Cats Don't Dance, just physically, or Yujiro visiting Pickle for the first time, just starts walking through the solid earth as if it's nothing whatsoever, making her way out of the hole.
Wedding cake! Bring me wedding cake!
And Big Mom literally just walks through the ground like it's nothing.
No way! She's splitting the ground!
Just run!
And everyone starts running again.
I know you have it! Straw Hat!
And even Luffy has to close his ears. And then Pudding flies in.
Straw Hat Crew! Huh? Pudding and chiffon?
Oh, Pudding! What do you want? You tricked us!
I warned you back then. We should have tied her up.
What? You want to fight?
No, I don't. Just listen to me.
My darling Pudding, you're all right. Thank goodness that your sweet, pretty features weren't hurt. Get a grip. And then Pudding just literally falls backwards, completely enamored by Sanji's words. Get a grip, Pudding.
Uh-oh. Big Mom's on her feet.
Mama!
We don't have time, Pudding. Be direct.
You're right.
And then she goes evil Pudding.
Look at the miserable state of you. You'll never survive. Don't waste your time trying to escape by ship. Mama will chase you clear across the sea until she sinks you to the depths. Ha ha ha!
What'd you just say? Wrong, Pudding. What are you talking about?
I mean, wrong. Gosh, what am I saying?
Mama thinks you stole the cake she's so obsessed with. She'll chase you across the sea to get it. What?
Yes, exactly. So come with me, Sanji. Stand at my side and savor the living hell that is watching Mama slaughter your friends.
And Sanji's just looking at her like, this woman is crazy.
What? Wrong! What are you saying?
Oops, wrong. Oh, I wish I could just disappear.
Look, if that's all you came to say, then get lost! Hang on, it's not what you think. Blacklight Sanji, Pudding said that you were good at cooking up sweets.
I gotta be careful because I feel the pressure of trying to do these high voices. So give me a sec. Let it just calm down for a sec. Because I feel it like really starting to put pressure up there. So we're good.
Pudding said that you were good at cooking up sweets.
Yeah, in fact, I'm first class at cooking anything.
Perfect. Then help us bake a cake. Make the one cake that can possibly stop Mama, and then we'll let you go. Chiffon, I owe you one for Lola. If I'm going to pay it back, I'll risk my life to do it.
That might end up being the case. But not for me. I'm not doing this for you. It's just coincidence that the cake I wanted to bake and eat is the same cake Mama wants. And it's coincidence that I was wandering along and happened to cross you people. So, it's definitely not the case that I came to stop Mama because I really don't want you to die, Sanji.
And then
Dear.
And then everyone is just looking at her bewildered.
Her emotions are flip-flopping like crazy.
Got it, thanks. Where can we make this cake?
The ingredients are in Chocolate Town. We'll make it at top speed and carry it back by boat. That will distract Mama. The rest of you just need to hold down until then. If you set sail, the enemies will come from the other direction too. But I believe that you guys are capable of withstanding them.
Yeah!
Okay, I'll go with you.
Wait, who said I was giving you a ride, dummy? Pudding! Chiffon!
Uh-oh, it's that one again! Take cover!
What are you doing there?
Luffy, let's rendezvous at sea.
Sure thing, Sanji!
Ikoku!
And then she unleashes an Ikoku that covers the whole area, but narrowly manages to avoid hitting Sanji, who grabs onto Rabian. And it travels along the entire forest, hitting the toppled-over chateau in the distance.
I hope they're okay.
Just a second. We're off course. Rabian, go back down. Take us from the previous spot straight to the coast.
Roger!
Hey, Luffy's team. You're heading for a wall.
Huh? Pudding? The good pudding?
But I thought we were going straight.
This is the way to the coast.
Tree!
Memory filament.
And all of a sudden,
Flashback.
Pudding uses her Mem powers to basically confuse all of the trees in the seducing woods.
Uh-oh, I need to go shopping. Time to walk the dog.
My brother hit me.
My son's gone missing.
The memories of the soul's original owner come flooding back to the homie temporarily. For that period of confusion, they're not under Mama's control. They should be able to escape the forest now.
I see. Thanks, Pudding.
Ah! What are you doing here, Sanji?
I've been here all along.
And then she flies high into the air.
Get off and swim your way there, dork!
Your eyes are even beautiful when you're mad.
Don't
as she continues to fly in the air.
I'll ring the...
I'll wring the life out of you!
Huh?
And then Sanji's looking down as he sees Brook and Chopper fighting the soldiers on the Sunny. Brook! Chopper!
Hey, is that your ship?
Yeah, it's under attack.
They must have headed you off.
Oh no, my siblings are there.
Oh no, my siblings are there.
And then we get Katakuri.
You seem quite powerful against the Peacekeepers, Skeleton.
Well, I am the Soul King after all.
He just keeps flowing out of the mirror!
And Katakuri's just chilling in the back watching.
It's the mirror from Nami and Robin's room. Think they'll be mad if we break it?
We should break it if we can. There's always time for apologies later. Who will you apologize to, Perorin? You saw the size of that lightning bolt. No one is coming back.
Katakuri silent.
This is a foolish line of questioning. I'm tired of answering you. Just get off, please! The Sunny is our ship!
And then Luffy. Hurry! I can see the coast through the forest! We're saved! So is Pudding on our side after all?
I don't know, but we'd better not let down our guard until we're out of the territory.
No, wait.
We're saved!
So is Pudding on our side after all?
I don't know, but we'd better not let our guard down. Let down our guard until we're out of the territory. Hey, Zeus! Why'd you hit us too?
Sorry, it wasn't my choice. That lightning cloud egg sure was tasty, though.
What?
Wedding cake!
We're not turning back. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, no need to worry about them. Just get me there as quick as you can. Let's whip up a cake so good it'll knock Big Mom's lights out.
And that is the end of chapter 876. We only have 877, 78, and then 79, and then we're done. Another SBS, though. Question. Hello, Ora Sensei. In chapter 852, there was a scene where Jinbei saves Luffy and Nami. In the process, Nami's clothes get tattered, but on the next page, she's changed clothes. So does that mean that on the previous page that Nami's rustling up some clothes in the background? How did she do that? Tell us, Orachi. Signed, help with my summer vacation homework. Answer. Yes, she's changing. Can't wear those burnt up tatters. And you see her rustling in the background, but it's like very, very small in the panel. Question. Oh, wait. Yes, she's changing. Can't wear those burnt up tatters. You see her rustling there. Now look at the previous panel. Nami noticed something. The clothes of the defeated soldier. So she rustles in the corner, then shows up wearing some baggy new clothes. She's trying to wear clothes for a much larger soldier. She's a looter. Question. I was looking closely at the Hanafuda card Shanks is holding on the cover of chapter 862, and that hand is called the Four Lights, like the Four Emperors. Signed, Kamiki-kun. Answer. Wow, I'm amazed that you noticed that. That's right, there's a hand in Hanafuda called the Four Lights. In Japanese, it's pronounced very similar to Four Emperors, which would seem to portend Shanks' future status as one of those four emperors. Very well done. Chapter 877, Bittersweet, the name of this volume. And then we get more soldiers pouring in from the mirror on the Sunny.
You really chewed up a lot of our manpower.
Ah!
Chopper! Ha! Calm down. What kind of mushy brains are in your head that you actually thought you could take this ship back from us?
Ah! Dang it!
The difference in strength is stark.
I can't transform!
Let Chopper go! You fool, this is what happens when you defy me. I turn you into a candy man and lick you until you're gone. The candy will cover your entire body, then permeate to your core, permeate you to your core.
As it shows Candy starting to slowly envelop Chopper.
It will rob you of the ability to breathe, leaving you in total agony. Chopper! until the target is dead at 3 minutes, and thus the process is complete. A delightfully sweet candied corpse. Perorin? Stop this! It's too late for screaming and laments. Let us be clear that I gave you a chance. I offered to let you two go, remember? Do I look like I'm made out of candy? Your eyes were hungrier than your stomachs. And this island is not all gumdrops and lollipops. Chopper! And then Chopper is slowly getting covered in more and more candy. Now sit back and count the seconds. Oh, as candy starts to cover up Brooke now. Now you'll match the visions of sugar plums dancing in your heads. No! Stop it! I don't want to be a sugar plum! I'll turn you into candy and gobble you up. Perorin? And Katakuri's just chilling, sitting down on... He's very big compared to this chair that everyone else is capable of sitting on. The post, the chair, the bench that is on one of the masts. He's just chilling. Katakuri's just chilling on.
Hey, Brother Peros.
Must be Mama. We better lure her toward pudding on Kako Island. If she learns that there's no cake on this ship, she'll slaughter me.
We're not at that stage yet.
And Katakuri notices.
Wedding!
Oh!
Cake!
As it shows Big Mom chasing after the Straw Hat crew directly towards the Sunny.
Ah!
Hurry to the coast! Get to the Sunny!
So the only ones the lightning wiped out were our own forces.
And it shows Chopper and Brooke slowly being fully covered in candy.
Brooke! Chopper! What happened to you?
Oh, great, so Straw Hat is still alive.
Return to the mirror world. Within mere seconds, you'll all be lying at his feet.
And while Luffy's running, tons of soldiers start making their way into the mirror world.
Ah! Here's the mirror stand. Hurry, jump into the mirror just in case.
Looks like some of our toughest foes have gotten ahead of us. Katakuri, peril's peril!
And this is Pedro.
I'm impressed that you've escaped so far. I moved. Candy Maiden!
It's a wall of candy.
Gum gum? Gum gum? Shouldn't it be obvious that this is no ordinary wall?
And mind you, it's basically a giant spiked wall maiden in the front of Luffy, and Luffy's already still preparing to punch this wall. Mind you, remember when Luffy punched Don Krieg and he had that spike cape on, and Luffy punched into the spikes regardless in order to hit Don Krieg?
Ugh. It's no ordinary wall.
Swing around them to the ship.
No! Right straight through!
Gum gum! Red Hawk! And Luffy punches straight through it with his fist on fire.
Oh, fire?
And the candy falls everywhere. And Katakuri comes in and matches Luffy's punch bar for bar and stops him.
His powers! They're like Luffy's!
And both of their fists snap back.
Wedding cake!
What now, Luffy? We're trapped!
Drive Katakuri off the ship, Luffy. We'll focus on getting it out to sea.
Don't worry, I'm on them. They came through the mirror, right?
Gum gum! Hawk Gatling! And Luffy unleashes a Hawk Gatling directly on Katakuri, and we see pieces of his body falling off.
Carrot, try not to be startled by this sudden turn of events.
Huh?
I have a suspicion that Luffy and his friends...
As Jinbei grabs on the Nami.
are those whom our people in the Kozuki clan have awaited for centuries. The ones who will guide us to the dawn of the world.
For centuries?
Mon Dieu, arrange a ship blockade of the coastline.
Right away, Brother Perils.
And we have Mon Dieu sitting with Amande and standing there with Amande and Baron Tamago. Well, Count Niwatori.
So it would seem that the Straw Hats are still alive. A coup de what?
This ship can fly over a kilometer at once. We need to use it. If we just keep sailing like normal, Big Mom will sink us in no time. And there she is!
As Big Mom steps into frame.
Help get the ship ready to sail, Carrot.
Okay! I found you! Ha 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 ha! Mama! Is that you over there?
Weird feeling.
Brooke! Chopper! Are you still conscious under there? It would be a bitter escape indeed if you died in the attempt. Huh?
This is Candy Island Tart. Straw Hat crew spotted off the southwest coast. This is Nuts Island Tart. Minister, oh wait. This is Nuts Island Tart. Minister Amande closing in.
It's looking desperate. The ships are closing in by sea while Big Mom approaches on land.
Let's see. We need to set 3 barrels of cola.
As we see Luffy clashing with Katakuri, and Katakuri catches Luffy's arm inside of his mochi arm, and then just punches him straight in the face. Ah! Huh? And then all of a sudden, the Sunny gets beset by something underneath it. Ah! What's that? Hard candy? What happened?
We're in trouble, Nami. The ship's stuck in candy.
Ha 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 ha! Candy wave! I am a perfectionist, you see.
There he is! Over there! Oh no, we can't use a coup de burst while we're stuck in this candy.
Turn
Brooke and Chopper back to normal, Candyman!
Will they be pounded by Mama's fists first, or will the bombardment sink them?
And all of a sudden, Pedro starts rolling up, and Pedro sees him from the side. And then he launches at him.
And what do you think you're doing, Pedro? Do you even know how much my bounty's worth? It's 700 million. You are nothing compared to...
Huh?
This should be sufficient to undo all of your magic. As Pedro opens up his jacket to reveal multiple... It feels like there's like not a sharp pain, but it's like a... Like, you know, like when heartburn happens, but or something. Even though I haven't eaten anything. It's just it's really weird. But Pedro opens up his jacket to reveal multiple explosives inside.
Bombs?
Bombs? Bombs? No. What are you thinking?
Pedro?
I had a feeling this would be my final voyage. So long. And Pedro takes out his cigarette, breathes one last puff, lights the fuse for the explosives.
What do you mean, Pedro?
One day you will understand the true importance of keeping Luffy and his crew alive here so that their voyage can go on. Listen to me. You gotta keep moving forward. And the next thing we get is everyone in utter shock, with Carrot crying out,
Pedro!
as a ginormous explosion rocks the entire coast as Pedro blows himself up. That's the end of chapter 877. Onwards to chapter 878, Commander Pedro of the Mink Guardians. And we're getting in a flashback.
Mama! I like you. 50 years it is.
after Pedro forcibly rips his own eye out so that he can actually survive. Because Big Mom was gonna take all of his lifespan away. But this is directly after he rips out his own eye.
Mama! I like you. 50 years it is. Enjoy your life.
You made out well, Perorin. How old are you? 27. So now that you've had 50 years taken from you, that makes you 77 years old. We'll see how long you last after this. I'll choose my own resting place. Did you name them the Nox Pirates? To refer to the night? A rather negative connotation to choose.
And then we get a young Pedro.
Roger, Lord Odin, I will join you.
As they say, there's no night that doesn't end in a sunrise.
Hey kid, you're still on standby. I don't have much time left, so listen up. Everyone has their moment to shine.
Pedro, they're saying Roger is dead. What?
To me, Nox is synonymous with the moment before the dawn. If I can lay the foundation for the dawning of the worlds that the men I look up to await, I'll be happy. I'm certain I have enough time for that.
And then we cut back to the moment where Pedro blows himself up in order to free the Sunny, which he does because the Sunny kind of goes flying into the air a little bit from the shockwave, with Carrot still crying,
Pedro! Pedro! Pedro!
No, Brother Peros.
Ugh. Ah!
as Brooke and Chopper are freed from the candy.
The candy powers are melting!
And Big Mom falls to the side as well.
What have you done, Pedro?
The eldest son, Master Peros Pero, was engulfed in the blast! I thought I was gonna die!
You can breathe.
Pedro!
And Carrot tries to go towards the spot where Pedro apparently blew up.
No! Carrot! He just saved our lives! We had no chance of survival until just now!
Can we fly, Nami?
We're all set.
Let's set sail, people! And then it cuts to the coast as Luffy's looking, going, if we waste this moment, then we throw away a sacrifice!
Hold the sails!
Chopper, Brooke, are you up? We're going to Kuta burst to the northwest!
Yeah. Jimmy!
Oh, wait. Chopper, Brooke, are you up? We're going to Kuta burst to the northwest.
Jimmy!
Tell me how to do it and I will.
And then it shows Big Mom getting up, and then Katakuri preparing to fight as well as Mochi stretches from his body.
What's with all you people getting emotional?
All ships, prepare to fire on the enemy craft. Vengeance from Master Pedal's Pedal!
Get out of here, Big Mom Pirates!
As Carrot angrily launches at Katakuri.
She's not meant for the sword.
Butt out of this, Pedro. Carrot works for me. She'll be a fine swordsman.
It doesn't matter how. Just train yourself into a mighty warrior and prepare. Everyone has their moment.
And this is the moment where, even though Wanda was teaching Carrot, Pedro was the one who gave Carrot her trademark gloves, her trademark fighting gloves.
Electrico!
And Katakuri spins his leg and stomps on Carrot.
You will not leave while I am here.
Ah!
Carrot! And then Luffy goes in, gear second immediately, and starts trying to beat up on Katakuri. We're leaving! I'm the captain of this ship!
Only if you have the ability to throw me off.
Come! Elephant again! And it cuts to Katakuri covering Luffy's fist and Mochi to soften the blow and also restrict him. But then Luffy grabs on to Katakuri's body.
Aha. Yes, doing that will prevent my harming anyone else.
You can see it coming, but you can't stop me! Open fire! And they all start opening fire, and the cannonballs themselves are homies.
Ah! Whoa! Go! Whee! Yahoo! Let go! Let me go!
Here goes! I still can't really believe this ship is going to fly.
And while they're preparing to leave, Big Mom comes in and grabs the Sunny and forcibly holds it back.
Now wait just a moment. Where are you? Waiting?
Big Mom! Huh?
And then someone is behind Big Mom.
Who's that? Paige?
And it turns out that it's not Pedro getting up through the smoke, but an incredibly and heavily injured Pero.
Darn, that accursed Pedro.
Cake!
Yo, Ravi, we are currently on chapter 878. We only have one more chapter after this one, and then this entire volume is done. I hope your day has been amazing. And if not, I hope what I'm doing here can help make it so.
I'll be darned. That sent a shiver down my back. It shattered all my candy armor.
But Pedro's arm is gone. While Pedro isn't dead, he did lose an arm. Nami!
Let go of me!
As Luffy has hold of Brûlé. Jinbei!
What in the world is...
Brook! Chopper! Carrot!
Brûlé?
I'll be back. Hold things down without me.
Huh?
Here come the cannonballs.
We're going to fly? Sharky too, then?
Here goes! Kuda!
And using Kuda bursts, they not only hit Big Mom, but they all
Kuda burst!
They hit Big Mom with the blast and go flying into the air. Whoa! As they go flying into the air.
This is Amande. Enemy ship has escaped. By air.
By air?
And real quick, family is here with food, so let me go ahead and grab that, and I'll come back and finish the chapter. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. This man's endurance is crazy. You should have been here when I was reading about the entirety of the Zoe Arc, Whole Cake Island, and Wano all at the same time. Just one big, massive stream. That was 6 hours. But let's get back to it, because I'm pretty much almost done. We only got like a couple more pages left. But they do a coup de burst with Amande going, enemy ship has escaped. By air.
By air?
And everyone's holding on. And Nami's looking around going,
Hey, where's Luffy?
and then we cut into the mirror that was inside Nami and Robin's room. The mirror world. And it's Luffy falling into that space with Katakuri. It's Straw Hat! And he's standing there while Brûlé looks knocked out, standing face to face with Katakuri himself. Uh-oh. Well done. We can fight properly here. And then Luffy proceeds to smash the mirror that will lead back into the Sunny without even thinking. Uh-oh, he cut off the passage back to the ship. And Katakuri stands up as the glass falls to the ground. And they both stare at each other. And that was actually the last page. Had I just read a little bit more, I could have cut it off there. But don't worry, I'll edit it in post. I'll edit out the gap. SBS Question Corner. Hiya, Odachi. My birthday is May 24th, but there are no characters who share it. Cries. So if you don't mind, I'd like to suggest 5. Go Hanwa, 2. Nijin, and 4. Shirosagi, the white bunny whose food is carrots for Carrot's birthday. How about that? Sign Rio. Answer: what? Okay, I find your reasoning very cute. Question: hello, let's keep on filling up that birthday calendar. Rebecca, B looks like 8, is the hidden Maboshi for princess, which equals August 4th. And Scarlet, Scarletto, 10, is Rebecca, 2 C's, mother, haha, 8, which equals to October 28th. How about those? Sign Shin. Answer: wait. Okay, cool. I have an announcement. There's no way we can display all the birthday suggestion letters here, so I think we're going to reveal them on the internet now. That way, we'll be able to properly attribute all your pen names as we fill in the birthday calendar on OnePiece.com. Has your birthday been filled in yet? You can check it out on the homepage for the series, only in Japanese. As always, you can still submit ideas through the SBS. Question: you wrote that both Kid and Killer hate curry udon noodles. What happened to them in the past? Sign Karin. Answer: when they were young, they both experienced their first crush on a girl named Broth Splatterina. The trio were having thick udon noodles in curry-flavored soup for lunch one day until they looked up and saw that their dear Splatterina was simply covered in brown sauce. When they laughed at the sight of her, she beat them both up and never spoke to them again. Ah, the bittersweet memories of youth. That's all. See you next volume. And this is the last SBS before we're done. And the final the final chapter of this volume is chapter 879, Big Mom's Sweet 3 General Katakuri. It can't be. Pedro is... And it's raining out as the rest of the Straw Hats deal with the fact that Pedro has just died. If only we'd been stronger. And then Chopper's crying.
Our foes are the ones who want to cry at the moment. We cannot allow ourselves to lose control.
Oh, come now, Jinbei. How can you be so cruel and unsentimental? Just because you spent the least amount of time with Pedro doesn't mean...
My point is that we cannot let our guard down now. That shoreline was a place of certain death. He understood what it represented and was determined to sacrifice himself whenever necessary. And with his act, Pedro achieved victory. How great of a loss has the enemy suffered because of your arrival here? This is an unprecedented setback for them. Don't you hear Pedro's voice in your ears? Onward! Luffy understood the stakes instantly, and that is why he took on that foe by himself. Katakuri has a bounty worth 1 billion berries. It's a tremendous gamble. And sooner or later, that land's pirate queen will catch us from behind. Her fleet could close in on us from all directions at any time. So until we can escape the influence of Big Mom's territory, we must not let down our guard. Don't you hear Pedro saying that?
And everyone just gets quiet, and Chopper gets into like a strong point and goes,
Yeah! Give me orders, Nami!
Sanji's group will come from Kako Island, back this way according to what they said. So we need to make sure we don't miss them. Steer to starboard.
Right.
There's a strong wind coming. We need to catch it. We'll take the gust starboard and head due west, the most direct route.
I'll go refill the cola we just spent.
Roger that.
Very good. I'll help you identify the sea currents.
and then we have Carrot, who hops up to the crow's nest.
They're coming from 6 o'clock! It's those ships and... Wedding! Big Mom! She's walking across the water! Cake!
No, that can't be.
And Big Mom is indeed walking on the water itself, but every time she takes a step forward, Candy is being formed out of the water, allowing her to walk forward.
It's not water! She's standing on some kind of giant moving candy blob! Candy?
As Pedal's Pedal is sitting directly on Big Mom's hat. That's how big she is.
Candy Sea Slug! Now where did Zeus go? It's his job to help Mama across the sea.
As Carrot sees a person who survived that pedal that Pedro aimed to take out.
But I suppose this suits me just fine. Now I have a score I can settle. Losing my right hand isn't so bad. I can simply fashion a replacement out of candy. But each time that I enjoy my hot afternoon tea and the heat from that cup melts my hand, I'm going to be reminded of that hateful jaguar mink's face. Isn't that right, Napoleon? There's nothing more humiliating.
It is a grievous crime in this land. They have no future.
So how shall I torment his companions in order to ease my rage? West Coast Whole Cake Island.
Huh? Where'd everybody go?
I just need to eat some fire.
Because Prometheus and Zeus have been left behind.
I feel so weak.
At sea, Totland. Huh? Wait. What? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? That looks like my daughter, Chiffon!
Pound! Chiffon and Lola's father.
Hey! Down here!
But mind you, Chiffon and company are way too far for Pound to actually be heard.
Yes, that's right. Lola was the minister of chocolate on Cacao Island, and ever since she left, the position has been empty. Everyone assumed Pudding would fill the void, but she just keeps refusing.
Because
And Pudding is hiding in the role of Arabian away from Sanji.
the only minister of chocolate for Chocolate Town should be Sister Lola. And I didn't want to take that away from her in case she ever came back.
Whoa, Lola from Thriller Bark was a master chocolatier? I had no idea.
Fine, Pudding, but get out from there!
If I sit on the same carpet as him, wearing my wedding dress, they'll think we're basically a married couple.
Who will?
It's a pain. It's all a great big bother. Sorry about the trouble.
Sorry about the trouble. Just don't fall, okay?
How is he so sweet? He's worried about me. Shut up. I can fall off if I want to. You can't tell me what to do, Sanji.
Pudding, look, we're nearly at Cacao Island.
Great, let's get baking.
Dear.
The Mirror World.
Come.
Yeah! Don't waste your time. Give up and accept defeat, Straw Hat. Katakuri's the strongest man in the Sweet Three Generals. You can't get back to your ship. There's no escape from here.
Hawk Gatling! And Luffy unleashes Hawk Gatling on Katakuri, who is also creating mochi arms of his own to literally match Luffy.
This isn't quite the same, is it? But it's more efficient this way.
And then Luffy can only brace up himself with Haki as Katakuri unleashes many Haki-imbued mochi arm punches at him.
Whoa! That's brutal, Katakuri!
As I already told you, there's nothing your powers can do that mine can't. I have you beat in both speed and strength.
No way Rubber loses to mochi cakes! Gum! Hawk Stamp! And Katakuri literally just disappears from where he's about to be hit, causing Luffy to hit the wall, and appears right above Luffy. And Luffy dodges out of the way of Katakuri, but Katakuri, he vanished! Katakuri spins around and kicks where Luffy appears and still hits him anyway.
So you're trying strength next? Learn your lesson already.
Darn it. Gum! And then Luffy blows air into his limbs Elephant! And Katakuri enlarges his arm as well.
What a huge punch!
And Luffy punches Katakuri's hand with elephant gun. Elephant gun! But Katakuri's fist is larger, way larger than Luffy's.
And Katakuri's is even bigger! Ugh.
And then the clash continues until Luffy is pushed back and punched into the ceiling. Is that how you do your elephant gun? And Luffy is embedded in the ceiling to be continued in One Piece Volume 88. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Volume 87 of One Piece. Only 2 more, and then I am done redoing arcs for One Piece, because I'm going to leave my Wano reactions as they are. But Whole Cake Island is the one I wanted to redo before. So to everyone, from Baked to Ravi to Anime Fan to Fizz and anyone else in between who just happened to just watch and lurk, I just want to say, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Even check out the membership and Patreon, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. And because I know you're coming back anyway. Have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples.